Welcome back to another breakdown from Movement Martial Arts. So Urijah Faber of Team Alpha Male, former WEC champion, posted a video on Instagram that I wanted to break down for you. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to take a look at it in slow motion first, and we're going to see Urijah Faber sprawling. I think we're going to see three different examples. So let's take a look at him first. And here's our last one. So I thought those were all really good sprawls. Understand, I'm not a wrestler, and there are many, actually, it surprised me how many different methodologies and techniques there are for sprawling. So I wanted to highlight just one of them, or how Urijah Faber is using them. So we're going to look at it through the lens of first going with. So, alright, let's go back, and we're going to see Urijah Faber's drilling partner come this way. See it? Alright, let's go back. Look at it really slow. See him? There he goes. And he's sliding. He's sliding to Urijah's side. Now, what we see now is he's going to, with his right arm, he's going to be reaching for a hook, applying pressure this way. See it? And what does Urijah do? He goes with it. And we see Urijah locking up. Looks like a headlock. He's probably going to be going for a guillotine there. So let's go back. Let's look at this one more time. So now we've focused on what Urijah's drilling partner did. Now let's focus on what Urijah does. See, as his opponent is changing level and reaching, what's Urijah doing? He's actually going with it. See what happens when his opponent reaches with his arm hook? He goes with it. And that is what helps him avoid the takedown. Now let's look at the second example. Okay, there his training partner goes. He's coming towards the screen and spinning. You see, it was kind of hard to see there, but you'll see him, especially with his lower body. Watch. He's trying to take the corner, and what does Urijah do? Let's go back. Now let's watch Urijah. He knows he's going to take the corner, so he takes this foot and his other foot and spins out away from it. Now let's take a look at, I think this is going to be our last example of Urijah's sprawls. There his opponent goes in that direction. And what does Urijah do? He goes with it. Now, here's an interesting thing that Urijah does here, and it's really common. But watch his hands. Look where they apply pressure. Do you see that? He went with it, but then he stopped something from falling. The pressure goes from that forearm then to his chest. So he went with it, but then he ended up being able to stop his opponent from going any further, which allowed him to thwart the takedown. Now we're going to go all the way back to the beginning. we're going to talk about one more principle. Now, I am a big fan of off-basing our opponent. And in the stand-up game, whether that be for takedowns or strikes, one of the things you'll use are feints to get them moving in a direction you don't want them to. But let's look at Urijah's training partner here. Now, as he's going for his takedowns, if he's going to be successful, I believe the way to ensure success is to make sure that Urijah's off base. So he needs Urijah to be off base before he's actually able to take him down. Now right there, does Urijah look off base here? Has his drilling partner, has his training partner done anything to get Urijah out of his stance, to get dominant angle, any of those things? Nope, he's just going for a takedown, and he's unsuccessful. Now look here. Here he's about to go again. Is Urijah off base? Is he overreaching with his arms? Is his center of mass so far over his base of support to where he's almost falling down? No, in fact, he's able to move his feet really well, thereby stopping a takedown. Now let's look at our last example. Did Urijah's training partner do anything to get Urijah off base? No, in fact, it looks like Urijah just clubbed or did a partial snap down. And look, is Urijah off base here? Because his drilling partner's about to shoot. Nope. And of course, he wasn't able to take him down. So, here's a review. If at all possible, go with your opponent, whether he's being offensive or defensive. It helps even more to stop a part of his body. Whenever you're able to stop a part of his body, you can shift into a more offensive position, even all the way down to a sweep or a submission. And remember, you're not going to be successful in your takedowns. You're not going to be successful, or the probability of you being successful is going to be fairly low in a takedown, a sweep, a submission, if your opponent is not off base. So if you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. And for more free lessons, go to movementmartialarts.com.